crap. It's recording now. We're talking about zines today. What are they? Why should I care about them? How do I make one? And what else? Whatever else questions you have, you can ask those in the comments section. A zine. A zine is kind of, you can think of a zine kind of like social media before social media came onto the scene on the internet. First off, I should probably tell you what a zine is in the first place. A zine is just a small run print publication that you made yourself. In the 70s, they got really popular because of Xeroxing. The easier it became to make photocopies, the easier it was to cheaply make something that you could pass out, whether these were poetry, whether it was just artwork, whether it was information out there for social change. A lot of the most popular zines were things from the punk community. So a lot of punk bands and a lot of fans of punk bands and people from the punk community made zines, things like Sniff and Glue and the zine Punk itself. They all helped contribute to the punk culture in London and New York City and in LA. So the major hubs of punk rock also were hubs of these zine publications that talked about punk music, talked about feminism, gay rights, queer rights, and they talked about things that the news wouldn't cover, things that were, you know, not mainstream thoughts, but things that really needed to get out. That was the domain of the zine, and so I'm really excited about maybe bringing that to the Southwest Missouri area. There are a few zines out there. I will link below people who I know who are making zines right now, and we'll get the ball rolling. If you make a zine, I want to hear about it in the comments down below. I really would like to start networking more with people who make their own zines. I am going to show you how to make today a really cool little one page out of piece of paper zine. A pen and a piece of paper, all you'll need to get started in your very own zine. So what you're gonna want is a sheet of paper, a regular sheet of copier paper. You'll want some scissors, a trusty old Sharpie marker, and some other pens. You can also use things like label makers, magazine clippings, photos, anything that you can think of. A lot of folks use glue, like stick glue to put pictures in. A lot of folks will use, a lot of people will use invisible tape. Whatever works for you, works for you. There is no right way to make a zine, and there's no wrong way to make one, which is beneficial to me, honestly. The first step is to take your regular sheet of paper, and we're just gonna fold that hot dog style in half. And imagine mine's not folded yet. You just, fold it hot dog style. And then you're gonna take that hot dog and fold it in half, hamburger style. So the first fold you do is like this, second fold you do is like this, and then the third one is up like that again. So you have this. Then you're gonna wanna make some nice creases, make sure all of the edges are even, and then you'll unfold it like this. You'll unfold it all the way. And imagine mine doesn't have a cut in it, okay? So you'll unfold it all the way after making, and it will have these 8 squares. Then you'll just fold it in half like this, right? This is when you get your scissors. That's when you get your scissors, and you cut along this middle line right here until the center of where these lines meet, right? So then you'll unfold it, and with that line cut, you'll fold it in half again, so you'll have kind of like a square in the middle, like that. You push that together, like this, and then fold it in half. If you have to watch this a few times, go back and watch it and figure out how to do this, because once you are able to make this booklet, you'll see it's actually, you've got a cover, a front cover, the inside of the front cover, page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, and the back inside cover and the back cover. So you actually have 8 pages to work with. A lot of the times people will just put a title right here, maybe put a picture on the front, take a Sharpie marker and write, you know, some articles or something that's going to be inside of it. You can make poems, you can do recipes, you can, anything you can think of. It could be a comic strip, anything like that. Whatever you have on your mind, anything you would want to get out to people. You could even put dates to all the upcoming shows that you have as a band or something. The possibilities are endless, and the good part is if you make it interesting, people will keep it. It's easy. Just put it in your pocket. Think about it as like before social media. So anything you would want to share on social media, drawings, thoughts, anything at all, this is the analog physical version of social media. Making these things, and let me put it into perspective for you. We're getting to the part of the video that our entrepreneurs might be interested with, and that is, can I actually make some money with zines? Well, the short answer is maybe. You see, zines are easy to make, and they're also cheap to print. You can, if you want to do the math, you can get about 500 one-sided at about $40 for 500. That's not too shabby. If you sell them for $1 a piece, which is totally easy to do, I don't know if you guys share the sentiment, but I definitely feel like if somebody came up to me and said, hey, I have this cool little book of art that I made and my ideas and maybe some recipes and stuff, I'm selling these for $1, would you like one? I would buy one every chance I could get. And the only time I don't think I would buy one is whenever I just didn't have $1 on me. So these are very cool, very neat little things. And if you think about it, $40 investment as a zine creator, and you're just doing these, you know, handing them out for $1 or whatever, or donations, or just giving them away. You could potentially make $460 profit, potentially, if that is a possibility. And it's very easy to do if you have connections and stuff, and if you have a nice thriving zine community. I think it would be really cool if we had a whole lot of folks swapping zines. You know, you could trade a zine for a zine. You know, bands could make them with pictures and liner notes and, you know, just information about digital tracks that they've put out. You could even put a link inside of here, like a QR code. So you could get linked to your link tree or whatever. You know, you'd have links to your YouTube page, to your SoundCloud, links to I don't know, song things. Whatever you use for songs, put a link inside your zine. I'm gonna try to get enough people together so we can maybe pick out a few places around town. I'm looking at you, Stick It in Your Ear, or Heavy Heads, or a few other places. You know what I'm talking about. Those places where people still buy physical music, physical media, and support local music as well. That's where I'm looking to set up kind of maybe a display of these or something like that. But you don't have to make them small like this. This is just a cheap, easy way to do it that is not difficult whatsoever. I've made a Learn All About Zines playlist, and you can watch that. It's got content from creators all over the internet, and from all the way from the 60s all the way through today. It covers all the different eras of zine making, including the heyday of 70s and 80s punk rock zines. You can find all of that below and really get a lot of inspiration from those videos. I know I get a lot of inspiration from them too. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with on your own. Yeah, what do you think? What do you think about getting the whole zine community going? I think that would be great. All right, I'll see you guys later. I love you. Have a good day, and tell me what you think. Bye.